Warning. The game visited today may cause feelings of distress,
No!
paranoia,
I understand the rules, I just don't wanna follow them.
negative feelings towards children,
No, I saw the devil and it was a little child!
self-reflection,
I am a pro, but I like cheating. Am I going insane? What do you mean?
multilingualism,
Okay? No, 9.
and, but not limited to, a deep urge of hiding your wildest secrets.
Yeah, thank you. See? You keep your demons in your closet the way you keep your gay uncle.
They're behind me, aren't they? Cabin Factory is an indie title that puts you in the shoes of a freshly hired cabin inspector. Your goal? Check out the multiple iterations of the same creepy cabin and decide which ones are safe. Depending on what you find in every single one of the cabins, you can either deem them safe or dangerous by pressing the button on the control panel. Still, beware. Not everything is what seems to be. Every cabin is made to be creepy and unsettling, but only the dangerous ones will turn on you. Priced at a humble $2.99 on Steam, this game offers around an hour of creepy gameplay, and I enjoyed every single second of it.
I hate this game so much.
Made in Unreal Engine, this game is meant to feel hyper-realistic. But, depending on your preferences, you might want to fiddle with the settings before starting to play it. I really hated the way the player character moved, and I got severe motion sickness with the default setting. So I heavily recommend working with that first. This could also be just a personal matter, and the whole setting thing is heavily depending on your personal preferences. For me, it was needed to be changed. The lack of music at the control panel is frankly unsettling. I think most players have an expectation of what a game is and what a game entails. And to me, having no music or some sort of background sounds felt so unsafe. But then there's the interior of the cabin, which was overwhelmingly full of sounds. I constantly felt like I was hearing steps that weren't mine. The wind outside and the crackle of the fire transports the player instantly into an uncomfortable mindset. Now, visually, well, I'm not a fan of the way Unreal Engine renders surfaces and people. It gives everything an uncanny sheen to it. But even with that game engine setback, the devs made the cabin itself look moody, dark, and generally speaking, good looking and creepy. The emptiness of the facility drove me crazy though. I went into this game without looking at anything before playing it, and I spent a solid 15 minutes looking around the facility trying to find secrets. And I broke the game once. I made it crash by not checking out the cabins at all and just gambling my answers at the control panel to see if I could win without actually playing it. I think what I got most was around 6 cabins out of 8, but I'm still pretty sure you can beat the game by gambling it. So what do you have to do exactly? This game is the definition of simplicity at its finest. Everything about it is bite-sized, simple, but it works perfectly. It honestly shows that you don't need complicated gameplay to make a masterpiece. As I mentioned earlier, you have to inspect the inside of every cabin and decide which one is safe or not. And the rule is simple. All cabins are meant to be creepy, but only the ones that move are the ones that might put your safety at risk. Find those small little things that move, and once you do, deem it dangerous. And if you don't find the anomalies might find you.
Oh my god.
This simple loop goes on until you get 8 cabins right in a row without dying. You go in, look around, then you press the buttons accordingly. And when you're finished, a new similar cabin will appear on the conveyor belt. Now, I will be honest with you, I was disappointed at first when I realized that I was being fed the same cabin with small differences. I honestly expected to get different kind of horror with every cabin. I don't know what made me think this, but in my mind, the Cabin Factory meant that I would get a bunch of different themed cabins. Like maybe one full of clowns, or one from a slasher movie with a bunch of blood, and one from a cult-like setting that would ritualistically summon demons, and another one that was was just full of spiders and so on. That disappointment dissipated fast though when I realized how unsettling everything felt once you started to see the small differences in the cabin. And once you get used to what is where, every single little change in every iteration just feels off, even though the cabin might be in reality safe. I don't know, maybe International Cat Studios, the developer, will make Cabin Factory 2 and add different cabins for different genres of horror. If so, I wanna claim the idea right fucking now. International Cat Studios, I have my eyes on you. I expect reimbursement if you use my idea. Actually not. I literally don't care as long as you continue making quality games and have fun. The story is just like the game itself. Simple and bite-sized. During the gameplay you get clues as to who you are and what this is really about, and other clues about your past and where you come from, and maybe what the future entails. The game is a cool metaphor for getting over and dealing with trauma, but I won't go into detail about it and I won't spoil it for you because you have to go and play the goddamn game, motherfucker. Also, this game healed my inner child by having the creepy family breakdance when you finish it. I really love games that don't take themselves too seriously and leave room for a bit of fun. I seriously think that a whole generation of gamers would have been a lot less traumatized if, upon finishing Outlast, Chris Walker would have done the Macarena. I'm just saying, my 11 years old self would have been a lot happier and healed after the shit show Outlast was and is. Still one of my favorite horror games though. A short game meant to only steal a small amount of your time and attention, and also be good at the same time, is rare nowadays. Cabin Factory is a good palate cleanser. It's not like most games, it doesn't demand a bunch of your time and it serves a pretty intense experience if you focus on it. It really is one of those you get what you see experiences, where you don't have to fry your brain trying to understand some complicated narrative, where you don't have to become a god mechanically, make an account, or fiddle with insane mechanics, wait in a lobby, or learn a 200 perks system to enjoy it. I'm looking at you, Dead by Daylight. So I think for $2.99, it really is worth getting a game just for you to enjoy on a dark and chill evening with a hot cup of coffee or whatever. No ties, no in-game currency, no buy our expansion, just gameplay. Hard, cold gameplay. Happy gaming, and Ember out.
Enjoy your apple, Whoa, oh my god. Hello, Jeff. Oh my fucking god, I'm going home. I'm running! Bitch, I'm running like my life is depending on it! No. Oh my god, no. Are you looking at me? Yup! I have a vibe that this is dangerous, but also I feel like I should press clear, so I'm gonna press dangerous. See, this is why you go by your gut feeling.